right, everybody, the next thing I've got to do is on this camper. We've got another big trip to take, and we've got a problem happening with this. Bring you over here. If you guys can see, these are the fender skirts, and they've been known to break and crack, in which they are starting, as you can see here. They're just very loose. You see how the body moves right here? Well, I'm going to be making my own bracket to tie this to the frame so this doesn't shake as much. But they're cracking. The other side is severely bad. I think the other side is that bad because you can see how it cracks. It takes the wind from the other vehicles that hit it, a lot more turbulence. There you go. You can see that right there. There you go. See them? They just plain break. Well, see how loose that is there, how that flaps? These things are expensive. I'm not even going to tell you. They're crazy, crazy. This Easy Toe is the only one that fits this setup. I tried looking at aftermarkets and different ones. The only ones that fit how it has to fit. So I'm going to go ahead and get this removed out. Take this one off, take the other one off, and I'll show you what I come up with. I got the other side off. I'm back on this side here now. Show you this. But watch this. This is so cheaply made, and of course we know that. But let's watch these screws. They just pull in and out. A couple of them are good. It's like that sheeting was never brought down low enough down here, because this one missed it. It did screw into the metal frame, but there you go. The other side is even worse. Let's go over here and grab this. This is bad. All these holes. Ready? Straight on into the body. That one didn't even hit the frame. So I'm going to have to run in town, and first I'll have to do is wash this all off. One thing I can tell you guys, do not use any kind of a chemical to clean your body off, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some double-faced tape in, and I'll show you when I'm doing this. Where each one of these screws is at, I'm putting a double-faced tape. Okay, I'll show you why. But what I'm fixing to do now, this is fiberglass. I'm going to run into town. I'm going to get an epoxy fiberglass, and I've got some syringes with needle. And I'm going to go ahead and inject the resin into here to redo these. But let me show you what these things look like. This is the side I just took, the other side I just took off. Let me try to show you. Let's get some sunlight on this. Can you all see how those screws indent into this plastic? Okay. They just squeeze in, and that's what starts on the, besides the wobbling going down the road, but that's what breaks these things. All right, let me bring down here, and I'll show you the other one that I've already got down here. All right, look how bad this was. I mean, they literally broke off. Okay, you remember me saying how they screw the screw in so far, and it indents in the here really bad. Okay, let's flip it over. Well, there's a gap. You see how that pushed through? There's a gap between this edge and that flat surface. Okay, we have to build this surface up a little bit so the screw, you can see how far that screw went in and it hit the body. I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about. Can you see how high up that is? They screwed it in far enough where it was pushing to meet the body, because this slipped up, this laid up against the body. Let me get a new one, and I'll even show you a better view of it. All right, here's the new one. You see how now I'll have to drill a hole in the center. Okay, I'm actually going to put a washer on the back of the screw, but let me show you what it looks like on the backside to get you a better view. Look how much they build this up to here. If you don't put nothing on the backside, when you screw that in, you're going to kink and crack that. Well, you don't want to do that. So what I got double-faced tape, and I'm just going to keep folding it over, until I get the right height, or maybe just a little bit bigger, because that will compress a little bit. And then we'll drill a hole through and put a new screw in. But before we do all that, I need to take care of the camper with some fiberglass resin. There you go. As you can see, where's my finger at? We've got that one done. That one's done. I've got them all done. They're all getting hard. I actually took a razor blade and kind of cleaned it all up, so it's kind of smooth. So we got all new threads in here, or we will be. I'll probably go ahead and drill a small screw or drill bit through it first, and then put the self-tapping screw in. All right, if you notice, remember before, these weren't pre-drilled, so I pre-drilled all the holes. They're just a hair bit smaller than the screw. They're all done. Now here's what I did do on the bottom side. Self double-face tape. I probably have like 4 layers to bring it up to this. Do something that they didn't do. I've seen people talk about them not putting nothing behind them, and mine didn't have nothing behind them. And that's why I think why they gave way. Plus it's real loose. We're going to put it on a bracket, but you can see how many layers I've got. And it's tape. So then I also drilled through the double face tape, so when it goes through with the screw, it doesn't grab it or tear it up or do whatever. It already has an easy way for the screw to pass through. I've got it on here. I didn't record it. I think it was pretty simple on how you would get it up there, but the problems that we were having, I had to have my wife come help me, is you got to worry about that spot meeting exactly the same as that spot, but also under here, how that rolls around, you've got to get that right. I got this one right and got that, but not all these campers are the same. I got that right, but this one here, right down in that area where it went under, I had to take off about 1/4 inch. I used like a little grinder and kept grinding away some of this skirting right here, so it fit under here really nice. So I've got a good set. You can see how none of the screws are being pushed in. Can you imagine not putting what I put back there and then screw in, and that's how everything got concaved? I believe that's not the whole problem, but I know that that is a portion of the problem, because I had nothing behind mine. Now I need to go do the other side, but I am, you see how that flexes with the wind. I will be doing a bracket from here. There is another frame bracket, it's tinny, that goes to the main frame, and I'm going to make those and put them here to stop this. If I can find a way to put a bracket from here to the frame also, make it go up into the frame somehow, I'll do that for sure. But right now, this one's done. I'll make a bracket for there too. So I'll do 3 per side, for sure 2, try to get the 3rd one done. All right, we got this side on. It'll come out real good. It's all secured. I got the bolts that go straight up. Now we got to work on the brackets, like I said, on the other side. Stop all this from doing this number. Got my new fender skirt brackets made. You see this right here? That's part of it. It's a chintzy little piece of metal. They angle iron that they've got in here. I'm going to screw into this also here. Now here's my bracket I've made up. If you guys know what this is chain link fencing flat rod that you would put down the fencing to pull it tight. That's what this is. And I had several of those left over. I made mine 10 inches long, and I did 1.5 inches here at the bend. And so basically it's going to fit inside this fender area right here, and it will go flat up to there, and I'll screw it in to right here. So that'll keep the fender from going up and around. Now hopefully you can see it's not too dark. Shouldn't be, but we're going to drill a hole right there, drill a hole through here. I've already pulled this fender skirt out a little bit so I can put my bolt straight through and connect. You see I got it in. I got a bolt there, bolt nut, got a lock washer set up in here. Same here. Now this bottom piece, this whole piece here is a sheet of aluminum. It's not plastic. So easily you can put yourself a nut and a bolt on there. But look at this. All right, you ready? I'm yanking. That does not move no more. So this should not be swinging as much either. Because remember before, this whole thing just shook really bad. It's solid. I think I'm going to cure my problem with these things breaking. So I got 3 more to do, but I'll bring you along to my other side, or my other back one back down here, and we'll get this one done too. All right, I'm on the back side of this wheel now. I took this screw out right here so I can drill that hole that needs to be drilled in here. Here's the plate. Remember, these are just chain link fence, that straight bar. I'm going to put that up here, and then I'm going to find a spot back here and figure out a nice spot, probably about right there. All right, look, it's not moving. Perfect. All right, guys, this is what I come up with. I got a Z bracket that'll actually mount to the bottom and then to right here, and I'll pull it out and hold it in that direction. So it's got to go up like this inside there. Let me get these holes drilled. Brackets in, screwed to the frame up there, right there, washer. It's done, and it barely moves around. All right, we're done. I got to do the other side.